Frail Fragment is a music podcast, but we talk about movies, entertainment, sports, whatever's on our mind, open stream of consciousness, in awareness, and making it a little comical on the side.
Frail Fragments, Monster Closet.
Monster!
Hey, bro.
Going on, bro?
What's up? I'm gonna invite him now.
I get it, Davey.
I know. I gotta.
Davey on the show. How you feeling?
Pretty good, man. I'm excited to talk to this guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's into a lot of shit. Huh?
Did you look into him at all, or not really?
I just saw his page on YouTube.
He's on Spotify. I think he's all over the place, like iTunes and all the the podcast platforms. I know he uses Zoom as well for like video. He was telling me to use Zoom Pro or whatever, but I mean, for what I'm trying to do, I'm just gonna stick with the Spotify and maybe hopefully get some pointers here and there to beef up the sound or whatnot, or I like this because it's really quick, right? Like if I do a 20-minute podcast, I can have it out the door in a half an hour, right?
Yeah.
I just want to, see what he's up to, see what he's doing. We'll check in. We'll see what we're all doing this week, and just have a little quick conversation. We might even do another podcast after this with Red. Because he was saying, yeah, and I want to see if Brock's down too. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But so we're just waiting for his name. His name's Dave, but I think he calls himself on social media Davey Wavey, and I like that, right? So let's stick with it. Just give it a couple of minutes. I told him to be there or be square at 1. And yeah, man. Just pause. Let me send him the link here too. Sent. How was your day, dude?
Oh man, is it ever windy today? Eh?
Yeah, I took it easy, man.
Oh.
I try to take it easy. The biggest task in a job where you're kind of working with the elements is not to get sick, right? So I mean, because
number one priority. Yeah,
your bosses don't give a shit, man. You don't want to be you don't want to be in life sick where your body's sick, right?
Health is wealth, baby.
Yeah, it's just exactly. You can't. Well, I mean, I'd rather I'd rather have my health than infinity dollars. I think everybody would, man. Health is the most important thing, but we take it for granted, right? And when it hits us in the face, it could be even like, breaking your leg or something, and you're on crutches walking to the bus stop or something. It's like from here to there, it's a different world now, right? Like you see it in a lot different. Like no one has time for your ass, and everybody's walking past you, and you've took for granted your walking ability and your legs and your ability to walk from place to place, right?
Even breathing through one nostril. I stopped praying after.
Oh yeah. What you talking about, man?
About what?
Yeah. I wanna. He posted something about Leave the World Behind, right? And I finished watching that movie with my wife yesterday.
Oh, I need to watch that.
That movie's fucking amazing, dude.
Well, I heard it's okay. No, you go ahead.
It trips you out, but we'll get into that. And I want to ask him a bunch of stuff, right?
Conspiracies to that, right?
Is there UFC? Is there a UFC this weekend?
Oh, buddy, yes.
It's this weekend. Colby?
Yes. Colby Chaos Covington versus Leon Rocky Edwards. Who you got?
Well, I mean, the thing is, Colby hasn't fought in almost 2 years.
But his cardio is insane.
But is his cardio insane? He hasn't fought in 2 years, right? If he's the same fighter as he was 2 years ago, he's gonna beat the shit out of that guy. But I mean, I don't think he's 2 years out of the game, man, and like at that level is big, bro. So I don't know. I would not put my money down on shit that fight. That's for sure. You feel?
Oh, he's a slight underdog. Let's keep it real.
All right, this guy.
Is he on?
I think he gave me the wrong number.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's okay. What would you? We can cut and paste this stuff, right? So it's all good.
Yeah, I don't matter.
Paste. Okay. So yeah, how do I do this? Okay, just be patient. I'm gonna take all this out, Ace.
All right then.
Yeah, because I gotta.
Don't worry about it.
I gotta organize this shit.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. You know?
Yeah. No, but it'll be funny to talk about this. So good conversational piece. Oh, nice. Okay, he gave me the right number now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase this phone number, and then I'm gonna create a new contact for this, so I know who the fuck we're talking to. Info. Add to existing contact. Davey Wavey. This one we're deleting. Hold on. 365. Oh my god.
What's going on here?
I'm just trying to figure this out,
Ah.
I'm usually fucking organized when it comes to shit like this, right? But when you get thrown a curveball like this, it's good. It's actually a good thing. I'm enjoying this.
Keeps you alive.
I think my dyslexia is just fucking on a whole new level right now. You know what I mean?
You got dyslexia? This guy.
Yeah, I got dyslexia, bro.
Can't even say the fucking word right then. Fuck.
I'm fucking flustered, bro.
Oh, I can hear that.
Hey, bro. Okay, hold on. Let's get this guy on,
Oh, the whole point.
Time is money.
Good.
There we go.
Take your time.
I think this is it. No, but this isn't it, dude. Fuck's sakes.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. This copy. I'm just gonna send it to this right here. I'm not even gonna add him, nothing. You know what I mean? At this point. Boom!
You there?
I hope so. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay?
I don't see his name.
No, I know. We're gonna have to wait.
Sure, man. Sure.
My dyslexia is running wild, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
No, he gave me another number. He gave me like 365 or some shit like that. Yeah, he gave me 365. So copy, and I go to. I think he's here now.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Holy shit! Maybe you can give me some pointers, because this is gonna be a fucking editing nightmare, dude.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's this thing you got to break up like certain tracks and then edit them individually and then put them together like fucking Lego pieces. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're here with Davey Wavey from the Red Pill Cartel Podcast. I appreciate you being with us. This is the Monster Closet. Frail Fragments. Monster Closet was kind of born out of the Red Pill Cartel podcast. Well, it's a branch off. You know, you kind of inspired me to do this. When I found out you were doing this from your phone, I was like, like, okay, let's do it. You know, because I did a podcast called the Red and Lund Show during COVID.
Yeah.
And we played a lot. We did like 12 episodes, but it was like intense where, my guy Red was editing down the show and making it like really sounding good and entertaining. It was a lot of fun, but it's hard to gear back up and do that.
For sure. Yeah. And I told somebody the other day, actually on my last show that I did, it takes trial and error with what you're doing, and you'll grow as you'll get to know the app better. You'll get to know better ways of doing things, right? So it takes time.
For sure, man. But
I always say
you.
Rome wasn't built in a day, right?
Exactly. We got Ace too. My boy Ace is with us too, just kind of helping us pace the show.
Yeah, I think I've listened to every episode, man.
That's so cool, man. I thank you for doing that.
It's fun. It's fun just listening to you guys go back and forth. I like it, and especially all the little like, because me and my buddies at work do that too. We're like, bruh.
Yeah. Like it just sounded kind of like so stupid that it became a joke that we like to do, and it was just like this thing that we kept, like so. Yeah,
it's that Toronto slang, right?
Hey, I wanted to ask you, are you, not to give your number away or anything, are you in the 365 area code?
I'm in Brampton.
Okay, is that 365?
I'm not even sure, dude, because like other phones that I've had were totally different, like different numbers, right? So I don't know what it is now.
That's a wild number. But did you get the experience of the Diwali fireworks at all?
Oh, all the time, man. Yeah, I live on the 19th floor in a building, so I see like a 360 view.
That's amazing.
Right. That's
right. It's fun. I love it because they tried to ban fireworks up here, and I'm like, dude, nobody's gonna abide by that, right?
That's not happening.
No,
I saw a post of I think they tied a fucking firework to I think it was a skunk.
No fucking way.
I mean, they gave away 100 tickets in Brampton.
Just another way for the fucking corrupt government to make money, man.
Oh yeah.
Because who doesn't like fireworks? Like, come on, dude. Who's complaining about that shit?
I know. So you posted something about Leave the World Behind yesterday or the day before that? What'd you think of the movie?
I enjoyed it immensely. It's all drama. It's not, there's no action in it, right? But it's really good, and I find it a very likely scenario of what's coming, the Civil War. Like they're trying to orchestrate it, right? They've been orchestrating this for decades, and it's like coming to fruition now, right? So
yeah, I just finished watching it with my wife last night, and it kind of struck a chord in me, man. It's just like
totally,
it has the effect, man. I really like that movie. They did it in a really nice way.
Yeah.
And yeah,
especially with them being isolated together, and it's like you don't know what the fuck's going on in the world until you see that scene where the girl looks over at the city, and you see like the explosions going off, and you're like, oh shit, dude.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Did you know it was co-produced by Barack and Michelle Obama?
No. That's crazy.
That's the freakiest part, because they know what's going on. They know what's going to happen.
Bro, that's so crazy, man. I don't want to spoil it, but it gets intense, and the score to that movie is really good. I forget who did the score, but it's very kind of Trent Reznor-y, piano, dark based fucking shit going on. Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
It totally does.
It's very slow, and it kind of oozes out in a cool way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the twist, but it's not really a twist. There's a lot of topics that are being addressed racially, just where you are living in a spot where you're at an advantage or a disadvantage, what happens to people when catastrophe arises.
For sure.
And it's just a lot of issues are touched on, and it's really cool how the movie flows. And you know, it's 2 hours and I think 12 minutes, but I mean, there's a lot of shit going on throughout the movie that's you know, you could choose to pay attention to. But I mean, I like it's not really a twist, but when the bottom drops out of the movie, it does it in a subtle way at the end, and it makes you realize that like this could happen. Right?
Absolutely, it could, yeah.
And it makes you realize, you know, like, yeah.
I've been talking on my podcast about civil war happening for like 2 years now. So,
right.
You know, I don't want it to happen, but holy shit, it seems like it's going to. You know, with the state of the world right now, people waking up as to how corrupt the government is, the evils and the atrocities that they're committing, and yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, it's biblical, it's everything. It's like a whole, what do you call it, zeitgeist of the state of the world, this movie.
Yeah, and every empire throughout history has fallen, right? So I mean, eventually things are going to turn upside down. Probably some sort of catastrophe is going to happen. I mean, but what's not to say that, you know, something like this could very well happen, because, you know, a lot of countries feel bullied by other countries, you know,
for sure,
and they want to push back and the whole thing, right? So there's a lot of, you know, questioning, you know, like it really puts you in the space of now it's happening to you. Right? I don't know, it's just I really like the movie, man. I told my wife I'm like really happy I watched this. It's been a while since I kind of, and I love to hate on movies, right? But I really like that one.
Yeah, one thing that really, there's a lot of things that you were saying, how like there's a lot of things that if you choose to pay attention to it, because there is a lot in there. And one of the things that touched me was how when Julia Roberts and the other girl were in the shed, and the girl said to her, what do you get out of being so angry all the time?
Yeah.
Right. And she said, I don't know, well, and she described her job, and she said, but everybody does this. Everybody acts like they can just step on people and there's going to be no consequences for it. And in my line of work, I see it all the time. People are just so fucking hot-headed about who they are and what position they're in, that they feel like they can just walk and talk all over you. And I don't tolerate it myself. Like, I had to go above my director and go right to head office HR and file a harassment claim against them, because they were targeting me, and for no apparent reason. They were just targeting me, and they were making it obvious. And once I made that harassment claim, they backed right the fuck off of me, and I still have my job. So
nice, man.
But it's like, dude, like, I can't stand people who think just because they work at a grocery store and they're a manager, they're so much more above you and they can treat you like shit. I can't stand that behavior, man.
You got to stick up for yourself and, you know, have loving boundaries with people.
Right.
Just going back to the movie though, really quickly, because the positions of power, I mean, it's talked about, like when, you know, somebody comes knocking at your door, of color, of a different race, asking to come in, you know, the white person being untrusting, bringing them in, and then like the power shifts, because now the white realize that it's their home and they need their home, and it's like now it's kind of like the other side is in power, and that's not even important at the end of the day. It's just kind of, you have to be in a group to survive. You need to help each other to survive, right? And I don't know, it's just so much stuff is happening, right? Like, yeah. Again,
is this movie about race?
That's one thing.
About white.
It's one little thing.
Okay.
It's one little thing. It's there. It's there to follow, right? It's always there. It's underlining there, right? Like where I'm not going to give it away. Just check out Leave the World Behind, Netflix movie. Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, Kevin Bacon. I mean, they rock their shit, man. I'm watching Squid Games too, just to segue. Finish that. Wasn't bad. I like.
Oh, the challenge.
Yeah.
I loved it. I rocked it in 2 days, man.
Oh, you binge that.
They have the crazy formula, bro. Like where you feel like that person dies, but they don't die, right? So I mean, you get really attached to people, and I mean, they figured out a formula to make it real. Some games, like there was a few games I would have, you know, I don't know, that were okay, but for the most part, man, I thought that was a great show. But from what I hear is the winner hasn't gotten paid yet. It's been a year.
Oh shit! Really?
Been a year. Wow.
Do you remember Chad at the end? Him and May were good friends, and she cried when he got eliminated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been chatting with him, and he's willing to come on my podcast.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
good for you, man.
It's cool, man. I like reaching out to people, and sometimes you get nothing, no response. But then, it's worth a shot just by saying, "Hey, man, I got a show. You want to come on?" You know.
You never know.
You never know if you don't ask, right?
What was your favorite show growing up?
TV show?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a hard one, man. I don't even know how to answer that question.
How old are you?
I'm 44 now.
Okay. So maybe I'm 41.
I used to watch shows with my dad, you know, and we used to love watching certain shows together, like Bizarre. Do you remember Bizarre?
No.
It was a comedian named John Biner, and he was like, it was very edgy comedy, and he had like one of the skits was the Bigot family. So they had members of the family were all different races, and they'd all just fucking make fun of each other and shit. It was so funny, dude.
My dad and I would watch the Flintstones.
Yeah.
He liked Star Trek. I watched that. He would watch MASH, which like I would just kind of stare at the screen and be like, wow, this is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I can come back to it now and, you know, see what was going on. But not really. You know what I mean? Like, MASH was pretty fucking boring, dude. I'm sorry if you like MASH.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. But it's another show just like you. I watched it with my dad, and I was just like, you know.
my dad watched Columbo.
At that point in my life, I'd rather watch Alf.
There was a time where I watched that shit too, for sure.
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Yeah. Silverhawks.
He-Man, obviously.
Yep. G.I. Joe, dude.
Yeah, G.I. Joe is a staple, dude.
For sure. I remember having so many of those figures and vehicles, and my friends did too, and we'd go in my buddy's backyard, which was huge, and we'd set up our figures and stuff and have wars.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I did that with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I did that too with the Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah, I didn't have G.I. Joes, but I was always jealous of kids that had the G.I. Joes because there was so much shit to it. Like you could get helicopters and just anything and everything it had. But I went the Ninja Turtle way. I had like 2 maybe huge like cardboard boxes full of Ninja Turtles, and I would just set up like lands and villages, and they'd have to cross the river through to the next couch to get training to go fight this guy on the fucking top of the mantle or something, you know.
Dude, this is when we were using our imagination still.
I know, bro, but I was pretty fucking twisted too. Like I would go outside and go to like a big tree and grab like huge carpenter ants and like rip their antennas off and make them fight each other, and they'd kill each other. They'd fight till death. They'd fight to the death, bro.
The only twisted thing I did like that was me and my friends would pick a snail out of the grass and put them on the wall and have a race.
Oh yeah. Those are the days, man. I played street hockey every day. I did Burby with my friends. Like at the high school, you throw against that square box strike zone. You know?
Yep. Yeah, we'd play a game called Red Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Ass and
yes.
Yeah.
Kids today won't know that.
Nah, man, it's crazy, dude.
Oh yeah, they're buried in their fucking TVs, tablets.
And that's another thing I discuss on my podcast is that, you know, they've dumbed us down so much And that's all orchestrated, man.
Dude, I went fucking half retarded, bro. Once I got my I was telling the two people that are listening that I read like a whole wall of books, right? Like when I lived at my parents' house, the first week I bought my iPhone, I could never read another book ever again.
Yeah, you're saying, yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
It like shut that part of like I could not pay attention anymore.
Yeah, it's and now everybody can't watch a video unless it's like 15 seconds or long or under, right?
I know.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, and I have kids, right? So it's like it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I just hope I have faith that, things will.
Yeah, I always have hope.
Yeah,
you got to have hope, because if you don't, you're screwed, dude. And there's a lot of people out there that listen to my show and they are totally black-pilled, which means like there's no hope for humanity,
Yeah, they're just.
But me, I always try to bring that spiritual side of it in, and connect to source creator. I don't have any kind of religion. I just believe that there is a creator, that where we come from, our consciousness comes from there. And I believe if you connect to that, and you will always have hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the state of the world, like we were talking before about the movie, like there's psychopaths running this world. There's got to be some way out of it, It's got to be some kind of universal justice.
I get. Well, what I'm getting taught in fucking psychotherapy anyway, I don't know if it's true, but you just kind of want to be the best person you can be for the world.
Exactly.
Right? And that's your responsibility. So that's all it is, right? So all this shit that's happening is happening out of fear of being vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like one asshole or 30 assholes that are scared shitless and need to be in control or need to be good enough. And they were born on this street that controls everything. And they have egos and they want to and it's really crazy. Okay.
And single player Yakuza Like a Dragon. That game is awesome.
Nice. Ace, you know that game?
Never heard of it.
Oh, you're soft, bro.
Yeah, there's a Yakuza series, but this is the best one I've got it. The only one I've got into. And it's hilarious, dude. Like the story is very serious, but there's hilarious shit that happens. Like, for example, one of the side quests is this cop asks you if you can spot this guy who's been pissing in the river because it's polluting the river, right? And he's like, okay, I'll see what I can do. So you go back there later, and there's 4 guys that look like they're all pissing in the river from behind. So you got to pick out the right one.
That's funny.
And then after, he gets hauled away by the cop, and your character's standing there, and he's like, looks down at his crotch. He's like, come to think of it, I got to take a leak too. And then he's like staring at the river, and then he goes, nah, I'd better just find a restaurant.
I'm going to Pioneer Village on Friday with my daughter and her school. With my wife and I are gonna go. Just I don't know, make core memories, and then Friday night I got Miss Sugar, bro. So I'm excited for that.
Oh damn! I've never seen them live.
Yeah, I fucking missed Tool though because I was sick as a dog.
Yeah, that sucks.
They're coming back next year, so it is what it is. And but I'm excited for Miss Sugar. UFC is Saturday night, Ace.
Yes, this Saturday, 10 p.m.
And Kobe Covington. I don't know if you follow UFC, but
I don't know.
Okay, we do. Kobe Covington's fighting Leon Edwards, is it?
Rocky Edwards, yes.
And just to segue off of that, I don't approve of trans people fighting in the UFC against women. Is it? Is that how it works?
Or either or trannies.
So this is the thing, right? Women, well, guys that believe to be women, that were born guys, should not be able to fight a woman.
Absolutely not.
Because, dude, they have fucking so much more testosterone they're born with. They're fucking competing at a way higher level, dude. They're just gonna rip the fucking girl's head off, man.
Yeah, unfair.
And you know what the worst part is? When they do win, all the women cheer them on.
Of course. Of course they do.
Like, dude, that's not a woman. That's a man with his penis chopped off.
Yeah, like, you want me to fucking put out a wig and start fucking ripping off fucking girls' heads and be the women champion? Come on, dude.
I would.
Come on. And you shouldn't be able to take growth hormones until you're an adult. Like, if you can't fucking drink at 18, you shouldn't be able to pump your fucking body full of hormones at 8 years old or 9 years old just because you think you're a girl or a guy, because maybe you'll regret it, right? So, think about what you're doing. I'm all about, freedom of choice and stuff. But, I mean, if you're not allowed to fight in a war at 8 years old, you shouldn't be able to change your fucking sexuality. And that's just kind of how I feel. I'm sorry.
For sure.
So keep it real. This is December, 12th? Tuesday, December 12th?
12/12.
And happy holidays, guys. Hey, Davey, are we going to see you at the Horseshoe?
I hope so, yeah. What date is that? That's January 6th, right?
Yeah, Saturday, January 6th, Star Beast, Frail Fragments, Mobius Radio, and Harley Olivia.
Yeah, I would love to go to that.
Sweet lineup.
Try to come, man. It'll be nice to see you again. I appreciated meeting you.
Yeah, dude, for sure. That night was like fucking awesome for me, man, because not only did I get to see the Android meme, those are my guys.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw that Star Beast was there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check them out, because I was obsessed with that album.
It's fucking amazing, dude.
I played it so many times. And then when I got to meet Ruben, I was like, oh my god, dude, like, because I've fucking been a fan of them for so long, right?
Mm-hmm. Me too, dude.
Yeah, and then I got to interview back-to-back Star Beast and Glue Leg, so that was fucking awesome.
Yo, they're playing my well, nothing's confirmed yet, but I'm 99% sure they're playing my birthday party May 4th, and so is the Android meme. So that's going to be at the Dakota Tavern May 4th on the May the 4th Be With You show.
Okay.
So that will be a cool night too, right, in May. But we're not going to be in Toronto until May, bro. And so try to come out January 6th. We'd love to see you. But yeah, I'm gonna log off. If there's anything you want to say or plug, the Red Pill Cartel Podcast.
Instagram, Red Pill Cartel Podcast, all one word, and link tree is in my bio, and you can listen to whatever platform you want. You can pick from there.
Davey, I appreciate your friendship, and thanks for being a fan.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I just love connecting with awesome artists such as yourself, and getting to, using my platform to be able to selfishly speak to them and fanboy out.
That's cool, man. Do you have any pointers? Do we have to hashtag our shit? Should we hashtag our stuff?
I always hashtag when I'm on Instagram.
In the description?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah. Pointers, I don't know, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I always tell people that are new to the podcast game, like, hit me up if you need anything, like DM me. I'm always gonna reply. I'm not gonna leave you on red,
You've been a big help, dude. I appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you too, man.
I have faith that I'm gonna talk to you again on Monster Closet, maybe in a month or so, maybe 2 months.
Dude, hit me up whenever.
Thanks, bro. And have a good week. Happy holidays. All the best to you in the new year. Hopefully I see you January 6th. FrailFragment.com for any info as far as Frail Fragment goes. Thanks, guys.
Get it. Thanks, man.
Peace. Peace.
Frail Fragments Monster Classic.